This is odd. Well, guess we're doing this right here. See what happens. See what happens, friends. See what happens. Kristen, what's up, dude? How you doing? How you doing? Got a dumpster. Got a lot of work to do, bro. Got a lot of work to do. So I am polishing a car. I have a full video coming. I was like, let's just get work, you know, let's have fun. Let's have a live. Let's polish and talk. I'll show you the paint here so you can see it. So this is everything that they did. Hey, what's up, Zach? Hey, David, Frankie, Chris. Check that out. Look at Tom. All right, so the problem I'm having is, and let me see if I can turn this around so we can chat. So the issue I'm having is I can't use, even with Picar 02, it is too aggressive that it's causing the whole, it's causing it to like, what's that called? Haze pretty bad. So I have a few compounds here I want to go over. I tested the end game. End game seems to be more aggressive. So even with the softer pad, I was still getting kind of hazy remarks. David, Zach, Tom. It's always a Ram, dude. I have no idea. But this, I used this, wasn't getting the things I wanted. I couldn't get it to finish out, if that's the right word. Use this, couldn't get it to finish out. And then what I found was, shout out to Chelsea, because you know she just did a video on this. I was like, dang, you know what I got? I got Leale. But you know what? Chris did say something that I should try. Yeah, I did. I have Lava Leale. Now, Chris did say something that was interesting. Maybe I should use the gold standard. Ooh, hold please. Yeah, Leale is dope. Hey, Becca, Jose. Do I do cripples there? Freaking spell check. Tom, don't worry. I can't even spell even when I have spell check on, bro. I'm terrible. I'm terrible. So, yeah, you know what? I'm gonna check Chris. I'm gonna check Chris's Chris M's theory of the gold standard. You know, I didn't even think about that. So I hope everyone's doing well. But yeah, this is too stout, Haze City. The other one was too stout, Haze more than the other one. And then I was gonna try this one. Believe it or not, this was my go-to compound for over 7 years. This is nuts. So if you've never tried this, Flint, what's up? This stuff, it always stays in the can. I don't care if I sell it, don't sell it, I recommend. High buy. They have 3 compounds, 4. They have the heavy cut resurrection. You tell us so, Nikki. I could do Picar 03 too. I have all of that. Pans polish. Zach, okay, we'll do tests. Let's do a test, huh? Let's do a test on this panel. We'll tape it down the middle and we'll see which one gives me better results. Pans polish or DIYs. I'll be back. So I gotta get pans polish, I gotta get DIYs polish, and then we'll see. Do I have pans polish? Rip. I don't know if I got pans polish playing. That's tough. Oh, I do not. Oh, I do not have it to pans polish. Oh, bloody hell. Oh, man. Dang. I don't have it. That's a Ripposaurus. Ripposaurus, guys. Rip-a-saurus. Let me get the tape. And then what I'll do is I'll test my current, what I'm using on right now. I don't have pans polish. I don't know what the heck happened to it. Well, have you tried the new PNS stuff? I got PNS in the cabinet. Rehab reminds me of, it hazes a little bit on this black paint. Yeah, I got this. So I'm gonna tape the hood. Let's tape the hood. Turn you around here. All right. I am going to come here and I'm gonna tape this mug off right here. Right here, there's a line there. The swirls, what happened was he went to a guy in Idaho Falls and he had a scratch on this panel. You can see that? Can y'all see that? And the guy took a rotary to it. So he took a rotary to the whole door. So we're gonna correct it. So we're gonna use gold standard here. Everybody, what's up? Calibration. I don't know what that means. calibration. We'll do DIYs here to see what kind of results we get. Should I use, I guess chat, should I use DIY's pad or do I use the Picar pad? Which one am I going with? What do you guys think? Endgame, no, Endgame's too stout. Endgame hazes this. I already tested that. Endgame and Picar 02 haze the crap out of this. Bad. Picar 02 hazed it. Am I using this? I'll lose this, brother. What do you call it? Hey, Ripper. DIY pad. Look, that's dusty. Oh my gosh. What the freak? Bro, that's dusty. All right, I'm just gonna do, no one's answering. I'm gonna do the pad. No one's answering, I'm doing DIY pad. DIY pad, there we go. Now we gotta answer. DIY pad. Shake the gold standard up. Don't tell Ivan, bro. That's how I do it. Do as good as the other stuff did. I need a panel prep because this is as oily as my neck. Oh my gosh, I did God's work. Lord. Okay, hold on before we get excited. Hold on. Hold. Hold on, teammates. Holy crap. Okay, hold, okay. Hold on. I can still see like oil marks, but it's life. DIY does good at restoring trim and stuff. I haven't used it in a while. Come back with the panel preps. You know what I mean? Dang, bro, that did God's work. Look, to be fair, I haven't used DIY in a hot minute. That's what we started with. No, this is what we started with. This is what we got. This is what we started with. Dang. All right, DIY. We're going DIY. Hey, good call, chat. Good call, chat. Dang, bro, DIY is doing the Lord's work on a Saturday. I'm a camping trip and all the kids are crashed out. Just checking in. Happy camping, guys. Dang, dude. Dang, did you see that? I'm impressed. Look, I'm gonna be honest. You don't have to do what I do, but I'm not putting on a pad. I'm gonna do me. You guys can do you. All right, I know why. Okay. Okay, look, I know why. I know what's happening. Let's talk for a second. So the reason, this is why, I remember now. I don't know when to stop. Because it's still like, it doesn't look like it broke it down. You know what I'm talking about? So I don't know when to stop. But gosh, that's doing work, son. That is doing work. So I understand now the why behind that. Also, I don't like to use rinseless, dampen stuff. And that's the other reason. Okay, this is good stuff. I just don't like to wipe off. I'm gonna be honest, bro. I don't like to wipe off. I like to wipe off, then I gotta come in with the panel prep, and I gotta do that crap, and all right, I'm gonna use it though. I'm gonna use it because you saw, gosh, that's nuts. You saw how bad this car was. It did better than Leale. I feel like redoing the whole back. And if you're just tuning in, let's look at what we're working with. Where's my light? All right, so, oh, that's good. You see that though? I wonder, you gotta be careful with that because now it's like, do I chase those? I don't feel like chasing that. You see this little, still like there's still stuff on the panel that I have to panel prep. That's probably why. Yeah, but I like the way it got it. What do you think? What does everybody think? What should I do? What should I do, chat? All right, let's do one more test. Let's do one more test. All right, I have DIY on this side. Let's put Angel Wax, which is Bay. Angel Wax is Bay, guys. Let me go blow this pad out. And let's see which one does better. Now, the thing with Angel Wax is you have to watch out because let's do Angel Wax on this side. We'll test it. Do Angel Wax. How's everybody doing? Happy Saturday. What's everybody working on? And this is what I'm using on this side. Again, with Angel Wax, you want to be careful because if you hit trim, it'll smear the crap out of trim. Eddie, have you heard the word? What's the word on Thor's stock and sponges? Huh? I don't know. We see. Yeah, see, I don't know. George, like, Jorge, if I go in, I don't know when to stop. That's why I like to use other stuff when I know it breaks down and it stops. Bye, David. All right, let's try Angel Wax. Let's try Angel Wax. Why is my tag dusting? What? All right, look, Angel Wax, I know when it's time to take it off. Oh, shoot. Because it diminishes. You know what I'm saying? That's my social cue. The rest I'll just burn through paint. Nope. Still hazy. You see that? Still hazy. Hazy a lot. Gosh darn it, man. Yep, Angel Wax is not it, guys. Angel Wax is not it. It's going to the bottom of the shelf. Pie car is not it. Going to the bottom of the shelf. Leale. Let me show you Leale on this side here. And then you'll tell me which one we're going with. So you see that, right? You see it right here? So we'll do Leale there, and then we'll see which one we're gonna stick with. I can't read the chat because I'm working, but I'll come back in a second. Leale. Oh my gosh, the white buff on this is brilliant. Is that how you say it in England? Yeah, I think Leale is the route to go, guys. Look, look. No panel prep. No panel prep. I think Leale is it. Should have followed my gut. Yu-Gi-Oh! I should have Yu-Gi-Oh'd it. Yep. Dang, Leale is it. Did you see that? Yeah, I got the next gen stuff. Leale is it. No, I didn't. My pad was dirty, bro. Angel Wax doesn't dust. You and I know Angel Wax doesn't dust, dog. Leale is it. Leale cuts better. It finishes down nice. It's got the panel looking right. DIY is strong, super strong second. Leale just, gosh, did you see that, bro? Leale just did work. Leale just did work. Where is my Merca here? I'm gonna bring you guys up so you can see it. Oh, you want to see the label? Yeah, I got you. That one. That one is it. Hey, I'm gonna do a giveaway. Nemesis V2 has been Nemesis V2, let's talk for a second. Nemesis V2 has brought joy back in my life. I know that sounds dumb, but man, it has brought back so much joy. So I'm gonna give away a bottle of Nemesis V2. Or you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna give away Hard Wash, Nemesis V2, and the new BDE. Hard Wash comes in 32 ounce. But here's how we do it so everyone has a chance to win. Because when you do it in chats like this, no offense to the older generation, they're just not as fast as the younger kids who use Snapchat every day. Mark Horn wearing the gloves that fit. So in the comments after the live, hit hashtag, you know what? I might have something I could give away that's better. Anyway, in the comment, hashtag Leale, L-E-A-L-E, and I'll run it this afternoon, this evening when I'm done correcting this. And we'll give away a big thing to one person. So we'll give the older generation some time, because that's messed up. You know what I'm saying? 106 people on, so after this, hashtag Leale. I'm not saying you guys are old. And what I'm trying to do is give the older crowd a chance to win the giveaway, because, Oh, you're not seeing it, sorry. Leale has great work time, no dusting. Yeah, DIY. You could have taken and came off the pressure a bit at the end to get a better finish, but just cut a little more on this paint for me, so I don't have to do that much effort. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, I don't want to sit here and cut paint all day long. I want to move, and look at the finish. It's beautiful, man. So yeah, Leale on medium to soft paint is beautiful. It's just It is just nuts. We're gonna have to redo this section here too, but I will just finish this door. So yeah, Leale is just beautiful. I mean, I can't get over how good it is. Yeah, comment later, hashtag. If I farted in a jar and you mailed it to me, I'll die. I'll pass that. Bro farts in the can and sends it to me. As long as it smells like, hey, I'm in. I'm in. No, Philip, do it inside the chat. You don't want to do it in here. You won't be entered. You won't be entered if you do it in here. All right. Dang, that really does look insane. Like, I love how it brings the richness out of the paint on switchy sides here. And just, lest you forget, I don't think I did this part yet. Well, I did, yeah, but I'm gonna hit that one more time to the bottom, and then we'll go on the other side. DIY in the house, McGurk. Hey, Nick, wait, guys. Guys, listen, chat. Okay, let me wipe this out. Listen, I have been on this kick lately, right? Carpet cleaning. I saw Nick's video on Hawk Pro, like, I don't know, 5 years ago, where he said his favorite carpet cleaning products. And then I got with Chelsea, and I was like, oh, you know what? I should show it myself. So I bought every single thing they both said. Nick, check this out. I have everything. So I'm doing a whole series. That's why I wanted you to drive up. I have everything here. I have this. I have Revive It. I have End Cap. In here, I have all this. I have Spot It. Everything you said to get, I went and I got. You know what I'm talking about? Every single chemical, I went and I got. So we need to do a video together is what I'm saying. You and I need to come out. I have been taking alcohol to it. So yeah, I'll do your thing. So DIY, IPA, we'll just do it here. Well, let me use mine. So this is mine. I'll drowse it for you. Just to show you that I am going for a correction. I'm not going for a gloss. I am paint correcting this. And that is Oblivion, in case you're wondering what I'm using. It has alcohols, 4 alcohols, and some other stuff in it. And then I'll show you this part. And you can see where I didn't correct. So I want the guy in chat. I didn't know your name, but look. I didn't correct that. I corrected this. I didn't correct that. I corrected this. So it is a correction, just so you know. And the reason it's hazy is because my lens here, because I have a light on. So I'll show you that corrected right now. Yeah, I got end cap. I bought it all. You want to drive up, dude? Let me know. Let me know when you want to drive up, bro. I'm in. I'm in, Nick. And then we got an extractor coming. Never had an extractor in my life. I am married to carpet cleaning as of late. So I'm going to correct this part here, which I did not correct. And we'll show you the difference. And then this car is going to get DIY T2 and I'll be on the video that I'm recording after this live. Can you guys see that? Sorry. It's hard, dude. It's hard doing one camera operation. So I like to do the mow down technique, and for all these are new to paint correcting, mow down equates to going back and forth and putting some pressure because you're trying to chop the area because there was a scratch here. So that's what I'm doing, mow down. And then I'll do that at the end of my pass. So after I go up, right, slow, left, right, up, I would then mow it down in that section where the scratch was. And then I'll finish out that way. And that ensures that I took away that defect / scratch / whatever have you. And then I'll buff it off. And then you can see the difference, right? So if I take the light, here, you can see I corrected it, yeah? So you can see the difference in paint, and it is a true correction. It's not just for gloss, but there we go. What polisher is that one? This is the Merca. Yeah, I got all of it, Nick. I bought extractors. I bought it all, bro. I got it all. I got a detail on Monday. If you want to stay for that detail, you and I can record it. I'll feed you. I'll buy you a steak, Nick. And we could do the whole inside if you're in. You can stay at the house. I'm using this one. I'm using this one right here. DIY Details 25 millimeter. I got to go blow the pad out. I always blow the pad out after I finish the section. And then I'm going to finish this part right here. And then call it good. But Nick, if you want to drive up tomorrow after church, my guy, and you want to come do a detail tomorrow, you and I, we can use all that stuff to make a dope video. I'm in. I'm in, bro. I'm in. Let me know. I blow up the pad when I want to, Johnny. I've been detailing longer than you. Don't tell me what to do. This guy. You see Johnny? All right, so you see how it's making those marks? Johnny's right. I need to blow my pad out. So Johnny, I'm sorry. You're right. I should have blown it out. I didn't feel like getting up. So when it starts getting gloopy like that, it's because your pads are clogged. So just take 2 minutes to blow it out. I just want you being told what to do, Johnny. Hence why I was aggressive with you, and I apologize because that's a dickish move. Johnny, forgive me, John. Johnny, forgive me. Johnny was right, 100%, 100% right. There we go. All right, the big debate: pad washers or no pad washers? What does everyone think? Dang, that looks good, bro. Pad washers, no pad washers. What do y'all think? Get Bev her olive. She is feeling these days. My family, we are at the end of the COVID now. Hope your family's doing well. Sending some love. Oh man, appreciate you, dude. I hope your family gets better. Appreciate that. I don't do pad washers. Look, I tried it. I didn't like how my pad felt afterwards, etc. I don't know. That's the me thing, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, everyone has to do what they like to do and want to do. You're your own person. I just don't do pad washers. And if you're just joining the live, I'm doing a giveaway. #Leale in chat after the live. I'll spin the wheel. If you're outside of the country, I'll send you the money equal to what I'm giving away. Look, my favorite thing about polishing is edge work. You know what I mean by edge work? Like, I like to get around this. Here, I like to get that, like the edge work. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, I don't use a pad washer. I should try it. No, I'm kidding. Nick, you driving up or what? Where's Nick at? What's a Sard bar soap? What's that? It works like a money. What's that? Boyce. David Boyce, what is that? Let's get this edge work in, kids. I did blow my pad out. Shout out to Johnny. Work this area a little bit. And then I'm gonna take my time and do this corner, get around that bulletproof, nothing to lose. I am titanium. Hey, Leali's work time is nuts. It's not DIY level of work time because DIY you could kind of work until God comes home. But Leali work time is insane. It is insane. It's insane, guys. Hi, VJ Ray. What's up, bro? Or hello. We are paint correcting the car. Oh, and I'm installing this. This is the new T5 coating. If you haven't tried it yet. If you tried it, let me know in chat. What were your thoughts on how to use it? I'm gonna do that for free for this customer. And I just want to check to make sure that I took the scratches out. It's not topical here. And that's just a panel prep. That's Oblivion from Detail Co. And then get my lights. Oh yeah, it's doing good. All right, we'll do this side together. Let's do that side. So, what's everyone's favorite product as of late? What's everybody digging? I've been digging this carpet cleaning crap. I'm not gonna lie to you. I am so stoked to get into this carpet cleaning thing. What brought it about was I had a car come in where the lady didn't do her due diligence to clean her car and had like no stains, organic stains, etc. And I couldn't get it as good as I see it online. So I started to go down this rabbit hole and I bought like $400 worth of like carpet cleaning chemicals, started watching stuff online, started learning, and I'm obsessed with carpet cleaning. I'm obsessed with cleaning interior seats, and then I just want to be good at it. So that's what I've been down with. Oh, thanks, Neil. What's up, Neil? Oh, that B2 Nemesis is nuts. It's Benji here in South Africa. I always do this job for a living. Benji, what's up? 3-year, 5-stack mark. Let me know how it goes. Yeah, I'm obsessed with carpet cleaning. Just doing some edge work, guys. Just doing some edge work. You know what I'm saying? Move that back a bit. I am titanium. And then typically I would at this moment use a bigger. What's wrong with my screen here, bro? Hold on. Oh. Can you guys see that better? Yeah, you see that better. Good Lord, bro, what happened? Can we hear your biggest hit? Like, are we talking chemicals or what, Greg? Somebody say, look, Jelly Roll, dude, he's a legend. Hey, he's losing crazy weight. Hold on, guys. Gotta clean this. Gotta make sure you're good to go. Oh, there you go. There you. That. Woo! Woo! Suffering. Greg, how's that coating holding up on your BMW, bro? LA's totally awesome. Gets the browning off some of his tires. What's LA's? Yeah, how's the Mustang doing? See you, Johnny. Johnny. See you, bud. Somebody. All right, guys. Thanks for joining me. Polish and Talk. You can ask me any question that you want to ask, and I'll be happy to answer if I can. If you're asking what tool this is, it is a Merca. I got the Alley. I got a blue pad for Buff and Shine, and I'm just correcting paint. I'm fixing paint that another detailer effed up on. And yeah, I'm gonna grab this section, make sure that's Gucci. Have you seen Dodo Juice? Have I seen Dodo Juice, like the chemical? Like Flint, you talking about the chemical or what? Tech 584, the graphene one. Yes, I have. Flint, I have not used Dodo Juice. I can't speak to that. I always save the hood for last. The hood's hammered. Look, what do you guys think about this hood being hashed? I always save that for last. And then we're gonna come around here. This is the stuff I did already on the truck. That side's done. I'll leave this for last because I don't feel like doing it. And then we'll come over here. And then we'll get going. So typically a job like this takes anywhere for me like 3 to 4 hours with the coating. With the ceramic coating, it takes that long. Sorry, I'm getting my gear. I'm getting my gear, guys. All right. Sorry about that. I was getting everything moved. Get my light. There we go. So this side is a little bad too. You can see it right here on the paint, right? You can see all that damage. Look at that. So we're going to paint correct this side here, and then we are going to see if we can get it up. Again, we're using the alley, and then see if we can get it work here. Eddie, have you used the stripper glitter detail? You know, I looked it up, and then my wife asked me when I was looking at porn, so I stopped looking it up. That's wild. Yeah, Sponge Guru. What does everybody really think about Sponge Guru? Because remember, I gotta pay import fees. Like, how big of a hit do we foresee it being? Asking chat what they think. How big of a hit do you foresee it being? I'm using a blueberry pad. Share location, what's up, man? You think it's gonna be a big ass hit? Yeah? Okay. Bro, this light from this light. There we go. All right, let me get this rolling. I'm fortunate enough that I have air on both sides of my garage, so I'm gonna go blow this pad out. But just to show you this section versus that section, you can see that Leale actually removed almost all the scratches. You see that? You see that right here? Versus that section was just a blue pad. So sponge guru, huh? Sponge guru. Sponge guru. Look, if you're joining late, there's a giveaway after this. Hashtag Leale in chat. Win you some stuff. Leale is nuts. If you order Sponge Guru, order light to see how it's received. Yeah, that's the problem. Like, if I order it and it doesn't sell, then I'm a crap creep. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do this side here, and then I'm gonna do the top part because I try to cut it in fours, the back of the truck. But you can see how much of the actual damage it took out. And in case you're wondering, I'm using this from Lavo Cosmetica. It's made for sensitive to medium paint. And then you can see clearly here, you can see all those scratches, right? So we'll take those out together real quick. So you have a feeling. So Jefferson, hey, I bought the new Jordans Retros 2013 editions. I'm looking at the Adidas ones from StockX, and I'm trying to get myself some Sayas, some Converse Sayas. Nothing to lose. I ain't touched. Franco said he'll buy the rest of the stock. His money's different. Yeah, look at that. Look at that. These Italian people, dude. They make stuff that hits. So we went from that to that. You see the difference? What a difference, bro. When I come back, I'm gonna do these sections here so you see. And that's how I work the paint. I usually have the body line. And then I try to move it forward. Man, that slapped. Lord. Yeah, it does God's work. Alternator, what happened to your alternator? Hey, D'Angelo. Night and day, it's way different, right? Like, it's way different. So we're gonna cut this together. Kelly, right? Look at that. We're here. I'm using a Merca. I'm using a 3-inch, I think, buff and shine pad. And I'm just gonna do slow passes on the top because I don't want to put a lot of pressure, especially when you get up to the edge here. So take your time so I don't cut my pad or chip the paint. Especially this, you see that part here? And for this section here, I'm just gonna go back and forth kind of like a mow down, but not a lot of pressure. then that's it. So I call this section done. Now you and I are going to hit the bottom part of it here. Oh, what's everybody saying? It takes me about, for this job, because you can see there's a lot of damage, there's rotary marks here. I gotta fix another detailer's mistake. About 3 hours if I wasn't on here hanging out with the boys and the girls. So about 3 hours. Three to 4 hours. This one, you see that damage here? Those rotary marks? That's the stuff that takes a bit. I'm gonna get the 3-inch Merca over here too, because there's rotary marks on this edge here. So I'm gonna grab it from here. I'm gonna finish this line out, and then I'll come back and do it with the DA, and then I'll cut it, and then blow my pad out. Even with damage. And I'm just gonna do the edge work here, make sure that I come in, and then I'll grab this little lip here. So I don't know if you can see that mug. I'll grab that little lip. I'm gonna blow my pad out because this is dusty in my Christian life. And then I will switch my pads out in about one more panel. I'm gonna switch my pad out. So I use about 3 or 4 pads for the car after a couple of blowouts, just to save the back on them. There we go. I got the kneeling pad here. I got the kneeling pad. I have the kneeling pad. I just don't feel like grabbing the kneeling pad. Now look at the difference here. We finished this, then I break this section up. So from here, you can see where the line, I stopped where the line's at. I'm gonna do that whole section. And that makes sure that I don't miss anything on the panel. Also allows me to break it up so I go back and see what I've done and what I haven't done. And then for this, I'm just gonna use my little pad here. So Leale, sensitive paint. Move that mug down. You guys can see that, right? 130 for repo on. Hey, thanks for everyone for joining. My shop is in Pocatello, Idaho. All right, I'm gonna get the kneeling pad. Gosh darn it, Mark. Gosh darn, bro. Guys, Mark, I'm gonna need you to tell me which side I kneel on, because I'm confused. Do I kneel on this side, or do I kneel on this side? Which side am I kneeling on, cuz? So I can do it. This side, or this side? Mike. Either one. This side looks like it will rape me, bro. This side would look like torture. I'm gonna kneel on this side. Guys, kneeling pad on the floor. I'm doing this for Mark. Shout out to Mark. He sent me some gloves. If you're looking for gloves, and Mark's your guy. We're testing some gloves out for the House of Rags. It's this one's. And then, yeah. All right. If you're just joining in, hashtag Leale in the comments after the live, and I'll let you, you'll win the big giveaway. I'm using Leale. We have black paint here that a detailer did in Idaho Falls. And here's what he did. He introduced all these rotary marks and scratches on the panel around the whole car, this is what we corrected. So we're just fixing this paint up as we go. I'm gonna get on my knees. And then I'm on my knees, Mark, just for you, Daddy. And then I go section by section. And then get up from the ground position and buff that off. Man, oh my gosh. There we go. There we go. Now I know I got this part left, and I know this part is finished. That pad is sick, Mark. That pad, bro, is sick. Hey. Yeah, so you see this part right here? They took a rotary to it, and it was too aggressive, and they didn't finish the paint out. So they swirled this up here. So I'm just fixing the paint here. And they did it around the whole car, so that's what they did wrong on here. Yeah, I'm a rookie, Jim. I suck. I suck. So we finished the other side already. There's a video coming out, and then we're gonna apply T2 ceramic on this. My first time polishing didn't look as bad as this stuff. Eddie's been fixing lately. Maybe I need to move to Idaho. Yeah, Josh, time to move over here, bro. Make money. No, I don't use rinseless to remove anything. I just use the polishing. I have like 4 polishing jobbers. I go in, do that, and then I come back, panel prep it. The stuff I use doesn't really require rinseless washing because it's easy removal. Hey, so great question, Mr. Singh. So we went through, at the beginning of this, we're testing Picar 02. So I'll show you what we're testing. We're testing Picar 02, and it left too much of a haze. It wasn't finishing out on the black paint. We tested Endgame. I tested this off camera, same thing. Messed up black paint. We tested Regeneration from Angel Wax, too aggressive, messed up the paint, wasn't finishing out. And then for this one is the one doing God's work. This one and DIY. So DIY was as close to this one, the results I was getting, but I'm getting a better cut, slightly better cut than this. This is nuts, but this is doing real good. Clifford, what's up? What's up, Clifford? Hashtag Leale in the comments after this to get entered to win today. I'll do it tonight when I'm done. I'll announce it, doing the spin the wheel, and that way all of our friends that are of the older generation that can't keep up with the chat gets a chance to win. You know what I'm saying? Hey, hi from the UK. What's up, bro? Steve. Mason, how you doing, dude? Mason, I finished that red truck yesterday. It was wild. G8. G8's real good. Are you talking about the Griot's one? Yeah, Griot's one's pretty good. I guess the job's done. Yeah, Dodge is nuts. My favorite compound, though, shout out to Drago, has been Endgame with Fiero. So if I'm doing 2 steps, Endgame with Fiero has been wild. That truck was huge. That truck was massive. That truck. So if you're just tuning in, this is what the truck looks like right now. This is what I corrected already. And then we're just taking it, you know, section by section. That's what we're doing, because that's how we did. That's how we do, guys. And welcome to the No Blowout Pad Gang. No Blowout Pad Gang. I've been debunking all kinds of nonsense today. So there's a scratch right here. So for this section, if you hear the machine revving up and down, is because I'm putting pressure to mow that down. So if you hear that revving up and down, it's because I'm doing the mow down technique on sections that have deeper scratches, because I don't feel like taking the wool out. And you could tell like the scratches that were right here are now gone. You could tell. So I just mowed that down a bit. And then that's what we're doing. What's everyone asking? Full process cut, paint, wax. I'm doing the cut. We'll come back, panel prep it. And then I'm going to do the ceramic coating application on a video coming out Monday. Yeah, so the coating I'm going to use here is DIY Detail 5-year T2. Never used it. I used the old stuff before, so I'm going to test that on there. And I'm going to give him the coating for free. So he's only paying me for the paint correction, because I felt bad, because you look kind of defeated, man. When you got people paying their hard-earned money, especially, you know, retired folks. You see that right there? You're gonna think, well, that's scratch shitty. No, that's just, I just have to remove the polish. There is one scratch here. I'm not chasing that. Yeah, that's about as good as it's getting. And then we have all this stuff right here. Eddie, how's your Labradoodle doing? Sometimes I let her, she gets scared. Metallic paint, I would handle the same way, yeah. Metallic paint, clay or clay mitt. I used the clay mitt with the clay lube. On the hood especially. This paint, he hands washed his car, so it didn't have a lot of contamination here. But I use clay towel. I like clay bar though. I'm one of those that I really do enjoy clay bar. I think you need it in this space. Look, get yourself a mat, put it on the floor. Shout out to Mark, okay? Find yourself a mark in your area, and then you're gonna kneel on that bad boy. Let me blow my pad out. And then you're gonna kneel down. Oh man, it's God's work, dude. Thanks for the pad, Mark. Shout out, Mark. Put your information in comment in case people want to buy some. You know what I mean? Come here. Get yourself a kneeling pad. Bro, this is nice. And there you go. Boom. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. And there you have it. This section is corrected. What do you do when you have some clear coat peeling on a section you are working? Rick, great question. So is it clear coat or faded paint? So you know how paint gets so faded, some clear coat etches up? Usually, if I ask you permission, I'll say, look, I could sand this for you and blend it, but it'll never come back. Or I'll just tape that off and go past it. All right, so this part's done. Looks good, huh? We're here. So now we have this door. You can see all the damage there. And then we're going to get rolling. Get closer. Ooh, get closer. I'm burning up. I'm using a blue pad. Oh, your Krenzel took a dump? That sucks. Dang, I'm sorry, bro. I'll never buy another one. Once my Krenzel dies, decides to give up the ghost after I spent $1,300, she's dead to me like my ex-girlfriend. I'm using a blueberry pad. What do you think, y'all? Should continue down this road, Leale? In case you're wondering, I'm using blue pads for both 3-inch and for the 6-inch blue pad, detail coat version of it. Make sure when you use Leale, always shake it up. Gosh, I just got that on the freaking door. And then blow your pads out in between. Blow your pads out in between. All right. Yeah, Jake, do that in the comment after the live is over. It'll be over in about 15 minutes. 15 minutes if you guys want to hang out for a little bit. I'll end this live here and get to work on this so I can try to finish this here. Which side's better? You like this side better? Yeah, Drago. Once mine breaks, bro, I swear on my kids, I am not buying that trash ever again. I even spent $1,300 on a pressure washer and then take a dump. You know what I'm saying? Oh, East Coast is the best coast. I'm kidding, I don't care anymore. Dang, that took a dump on me, bro. That sucks. That took a dump. Oh, that was sucky. You know how you're in your groove and it just stops working? Man, that sucks. Open to see if it's a fuse. Can I leave my garden hose on when connected to my pressure washer? Dara, I always turn mine off, but I don't know the question to that, the science behind it, but I turn mine off all the time. Yeah, I know. That's why I hate battery powered machines, but they're so good, right? No cords on the ground. I'm gonna leave that compound on because that's, if you weren't on here, that's how I would do it. All right, I do want to say, nothing beats a fresh battery. My Lord, bro. Dang. Yeah, Clifford, he sucks. The person who did this could lick my... Nah, I just leave the compound on because I don't feel like wiping it. So my initial cut's already done. You can tell by the way it hazes like that with Leale. So it's breaking down the compound, right? So this is already broken down here. When you get compound looking like that, you need to clean your pad out. Your pad gets gunked up. So if you get that, clean your pad out, you're good to go. But leaving the compound on doesn't do anything. I just didn't feel like taking it off. And then I'm gonna leave that on, and then I'm gonna cut the top. And then best prep is clay bar. Best prep is washed clay. Decon, well, it would be a decon, a wash, clay bar, and then you know, cut the paint. You know what I'm talking about? What's a daily veggie? Yeah, clay bars are good. Yeah, Endgame's real good too. It's just, it was too much for this. got to be gentle with the paint. She was abused before it. Oh yeah, I'm just raping the paint right now. Oh, Daryl, I wish you were here with DoorDash. Daryl, I got a gun, dude. Don't try to rob me. I got one over there sitting. But if you want to come smoke a cigar, I'll go outside and freeze with you, bro. It's like 40 degrees over here. And you can see how good that looks, right? What a difference. All right, so there's a section here that I have to finish, which is all this, the lower parts here. We'll do that, and then the top part. Yeah, I polished the roof. Yep. And this is where the kneeling pad comes in, so I don't hurt my back. Where the freak's my Merca, bro? Guys, I don't know where I put my Merca. I'm being a real douchebag right now. What the freak? Guys, my Merca's missing. My Merca is missing. The Merca is gone. I don't know where she went. She disappeared. She gone, dude. Not sure where she went. It's in my hand. What a dick, bro. Oh my god. Dude, holy crap. What a life I lead. What a life. I went and got another polisher because I couldn't get the Merca. What an idiot. With the Merc on my hand, asking where it was. Lord, my tiz is strong today, bro. Yep. All right, we gotta do this side. What's everyone saying? That kneeling pad's nuts. I walked around the whole shop looking for the Merca. The whole shop, and it was in my hand. The whole shop, guys. That's funny. That's funny, dude. I can't believe I just did that. I'm sitting here thinking to myself, what happened, bro? The kneeling pad's coming in clutch, Mark. Coming in clutch. Dang, this kneeling pad is nice. And I'm fat too, and it's not compressing that much. So it's got fat boy foam. I'm in. I'm in, Mark. I'm in. I'm in. It's got fat boy foam. I'm in. So I gotta correct all this right here. I painted my ceilings black because I want to be cool, but that's my biggest regret. Because I can't really see, so I wish it was white so I could have more light. You know what I'm talking about? I wanted it to be cool for YouTube and all this crap. I like the Merca. I don't know, because the EB212 is nuts. I bought it to test. It was better than the Rupes. I didn't like the Rupes that much. The Rupes 3-inch to me is trash. My opinion, these are my thoughts. Does not reflect bad on Thor. I just thought it was a dumpster. What'd Zach say? Yeah, the EB212 is nuts. I mean, is it worth it over the Merca? That's a you thing. For me, I like the EB212 because it has the automatic locking, whatever it's called. What's that called, guys? You know what I'm talking about? The trigger lock. All right, I'm finishing this door. Then gotta do the side panels. We got 2 doors left. All right, the DIY when the battery is, what? Biscuit giving money away like it's you and I are not, Eddie, fat Eddie. We are girthy. No, dog, I'm fat. I'm gonna tell you right now, the only thing my fat was worth is when I played football in college and I ran the 40 and 5'9". They didn't care. But when you leave college, you're obese. All right, guys, I've come to the end of this. I always switch towels out. They're getting kind of greasy like my neck. So I'm gonna get new towels. New towels. New towels. So DIY Speed 6 on a fresh battery is God's gift. I played in high school and I played on a practice team in college. Got injured, then went to a Christian college. That's where I met Bev. Look at that. You guys remember how that looked? In case unless you forget. Let's forget. That's what we're working with. Oh, I love the Milwaukee. I gave mine away. So this is what we're working with here. This is where we're at now. So yeah. So we're gonna cut this here. We'll start with edge work with the Merca. I've been off since middle school. I never tried Temu. Never tried Temu. Is it pretty good? Is the Temu polisher pretty good? Never tried it. Anybody in chat ever tried Temu? I have never tried the Temu in my life. You know what sounds good? I could put the Flex up against this one, and then we can see how it does. I like the torque of the Flex, and then I like the torque of the thing, but I also like that this joint right here. You see that? Boom. I like that. And I upgraded the backing plate to an APS plate. So that's better. So we'll use that and we'll test it with 3-inch here. And then we'll see what kind of results we get. Congrats on selling your polisher, bro. I'm gonna blow this out. I'm not gonna blow it out, I'm gonna switch pads. Then I'm gonna blow this pad out. So already you could tell there's not a lot of power in the Pixie. So I'm switching power out here. And then to get you would just have to work it and just keep going back and forth. It could get cut, but you just have to work it longer. Now you're like, Eddie, why are you taking longer? Because this does not have a lot of torque like the other machine. So this one you do want to work a bit longer. I know that sucks, but it'll do the same cut at speed 3, so you don't burn your battery. You just want to work a little bit. Work a little longer, let the pad do the work. And then, see, that's what I hate about it too, because it's a great machine, and I use it for a lot of wet sanding jobs. But what I don't like about it is that you just gotta work longer. That's the only flaw. And you can see, like, it did work right on the edges, but Mirka allows me to put more pressure down because, you know, pressure, heat, cuts. So I'm going back to the Mirka. That's the only reason I use it. Because it's sick. You know what I'm saying? The Mirka is sick. The EB212 is as powerful as the Mirka. It's just the connects on it. Yeah, the LA polishers are underpowered in my opinion. But then they'll tell you why you need that much power. Because, dog, no one wants to cut paint for 4 hours. Like, look at this. You see that? That's not even up all the way, look. Did you hear that? No, you'll burn your paint. Calm down. Calm down, Papoose. Oh my gosh, take that down a notch. Take that down a notch. You don't need all that. You'll blow the back out. But yeah. I'm gonna come around here. I'm gonna do this edge work here. And there's like a lot of scratches on this handle, so I'm just gonna mow that down a bit. Let it do the work. And then come in with an edge towel. Yeah, see, it's this. There's gonna be, now this is where it gets kind of odd, right? So you see this here? There's a scratch along this door. Here, I'm going to do end game on the same pad. And I'm gonna put a little more pressure and I'm gonna get the cut I want for that. I'm gonna use end game here. And I'm just gonna use it for this section here. So look, so you can see what I'm talking about. So I'm just trying to get the scratch off so I can just clean it up. And then, dude, endgame is nuts. You see that? Oh my gosh, endgame is nuts! Nuts! Endgame is wild! Dang, bro. I didn't even get a fresh pad. I put that mug on top of this other one. That's nuts. I'm gonna see what endgame can do. See if I can get this. Sorry. Going here. Let me see if I could. You ready to keep that Mirka on lockbox? Cause I'm coming. Oh, you can get it. Yeah. Do you know the door handle is a good thought? I'll do that last. It's chrome. It's plastic. I'm not gonna chase perfection on a door handle, because you'll burn through that, and I honestly don't feel like paying for anything this week, guys. You know what I'm talking about? I don't want to pay for nothing. Look, I'm end game. This is end game, so I'm just doing a test. End game. Yeah, I would do the handle, but like I said, I don't feel like replacing any parts today. Cause me, I'll tell myself, oh, you could do it, Chubbs, keep going. And then all of a sudden I burn paint or the handle plastic messes up and I get screwed. You know what I'm talking about? So Endgame has amazing work time, as you can see, and Endgame cuts like a rape tape. Now the problem we're having here is some hazing, yeah? So I'm gonna come back with Leale. I just wanted to cut that real quick just to test it. And I'll finish this with Leale. And I'm gonna go switch my pad out because we're on a new door here. I'm gonna switch the pad out and the machine. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna switch the pad out and the machine. Get the liquid elements going. Get the liquid elements going. So Endgame is too aggressive for this paint. So you can use it, if you're doing two-step, probably do Endgame wool, come in with Fiero, just like and then let that roll. All right, so I got a new machine here. You can see the haze. That's Haze City, bro. You don't want that. Even though it cuts real good, it just hazes a lot. All right. Is it because the wrong speed or not enough? No, it cut real good, but I was using the same hand speed, the same pressure, and even with the same hand speed, same pressure, I wasn't getting the finish I wanted. So Leale, the cool thing about Leale is hand speed, pressure, it doesn't care. On this paint, it just does God's work. You know what I mean? And you can see the haze right away. It's all over. Look, even up to that part, all that is haze. That's damage from Endgame being too aggressive. I don't know why this is dusting. I just blew this crap out. I cleaned these pads last week. Dust. Look, it's snowing here. You know what's crazy? I put this crap inside a bucket of APC overnight, and then I cleaned them, and it's still dusty. I don't get it. It's frustrating. It is frustrating. Why it would dust like that? Eddie working hard. He needs some chicken. Thanks, Bobby. Yeah, this is soft paint. My new name is Snowden. Shout out to Bobby. Thanks, Bobby, for working the weekend. Appreciate you. I can't do this pad, guys. I can't do this pad. It's going to drive me crazy. It dust is going straight in the trash. Can't do the pad. Where the heck are my pads? Look at that dust. What a piece of crap. It's annoying. That dust is annoying. So we're gonna start over. We're gonna start over here. And hopefully a dust-free zone, guys. hopefully, God willing, a dust-free zone. And then we're gonna move on with our life. We're gonna move on with our life. Dust-free, you know what I'm saying? So, what is going on with my life? What is going on? So you still see hazing on the paint, so I gotta finish this out. Alright, I'm going back to the DIY machine. I'll tell you a few reasons why. It's taking way too long, bro. It's taking way too long. I'm going back to the machine. Going back! Going back. Going back to 25mm throw. I should have never changed, guys. I should have never changed. I'm gonna have to cut that part again. You can see some hazing, which I never got with Leala. You see that? There's some hazing on the paint. So I'm not sure what in the world is happening. So I'm going back to the old kit because I don't want to be here all night. And we're gonna see if we could just get her done. Honestly, can't do without mine anymore. Yeah. No, it's from the freaking pad, bro. The dust from the pad. Eddie searches for a clean pad. No, I cleaned all my pads, dude. I'm serious. I cleaned all my pads every Sunday after church. I come in, clean my pads overnight. And then for some reason, whatever compound I was using, that pad was dusting. And then this is hazing. And it was, look, this pad is dusting. Look, dusting. So I think what I'm gonna start doing is when I put my pads in the solution of a APC, the next day when I pressure wash them out, I'm just gonna blow them out before I put them away. But I think what's happening is I don't blow them out, I just wash them out and let them air dry or whatever, and I'm getting dust. That's what switched. Before, I would use the pad washer to clean my pads. Now, it's kind of like I'm having trouble with dusty pads, which I've never had before until I switched my method. Because I saw Shine Supply. Something seems odd here. Something seems off. Not sure what it is. Something seems off with this side of the paint. It looks hazy. Can't figure out why. But what I'm gonna do to resolve that haze, because I don't want to sit here and try to analyze it for 3 hours, is I'm going to switch up. I'm going to switch up. So there's hazing on the paint, not sure why. So I'm going back to old reliable. So I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna drop the speed to 3 and use no hand pressure to finish that out because it's hazing pretty bad on this side of the fan. And I'm gonna make sure, and you'll have to do the whole panel because right now I'm up against hazing. So DIY does a good job on that paint. I'm just gonna come in, speed, and let it finish out. I think it's gonna work, Bobby. Yeah, see, it took the haze out. You see? I think it's gonna work. I don't know why this door was weird, but whatever. I got the haze out though, cuz. And then I got Briggs McGee. And I gotta freaking take all this out. There you go. The haze came off. I sprayed the gold standard on there because YOLO. This panel was finicky. It's giving me troubles. So if you were here earlier, I already did the rest of the car. The panel's done. So the haze is gone. Boom. All right. I'm just gonna use gold standard here, guys. I'm gonna use gold standard. And I am going to lift you up, put you down here, and then all that dust is great. All that dust is great. And I did spray. The thing about gold standard is you have to work a little longer to get the cut I want. So I'm gonna do one more pass. And I'm gonna try to mow it down. One thing I think can improve in his machine, I think the machine is phenomenal, is the sound. So if you could dampen the sound a bit, that'd be great. You saw that? So gold standard, a little more work time, does God's work like Leale. I'm gonna come in and use gold standard for this corner here. Cool. I could just start the fake detailer moniker for myself, but I guess I don't even make it to the detailer. I'm a fake detailer. Fake detailer. Man, what a good era. What a good story that was. Gold standard. And I'm gonna do my edge work. And then when you do the edge work, just make sure to come around. Somebody save me from people's mistakes. Cause the detailers coming up don't want to learn, they sucking ass cheeks. 8,000, I swear, huh, Mark? They saved my life. I'm mad at myself. Get in there, look. Get in there, okay? Cool thing about this gold standard is when you hit trim, you're not really scared or worried. Look at this crap. Look at what kind of dumpster I am. I forgot to do that part. You see? Freaking trash can. What a dump. What a dumpster. I have the one from, I used to have like a $800 worth, $1,200 compressor. It was like 60 gallons because I used to want to wet sand cars. That was my dream. But I degraded myself and went to the Harbor Freight Fortress of Quiet Solitude. Make sure I get this so we have even coverage. The one here, my old one was 60 gallons. This one is like 26, 29. It's a smaller boy. Gets the job done. I'm running pipes. So if you'll see my ceiling, I'm running pipes across the whole shop. So I have air on both sides of the building. So at any time, two of us could be working on it. Well, back in the day, two of us could be working on polishing a car with one of those rootless polishers that I loved. But now, I don't have that power anymore. So we use it to blow cars out at this point in juncture in my life. Gold standard hits, bro. Yeah, gold. Take it back, Ivan. Look, Ivan, I take it back. If it could remove this, Ivan, I'll take it back. Because you see all that damage, right? If it could remove all of that, I'm taking it back. I think it's 26. Kelly's hilarious, bro. That's funny, bro. Hey, thanks for, well, we got 113 people on. If you're just joining, there's a giveaway after this in the comments. Hashtag Leale. You have to wait until live is over. And then when live is over, in the comment, hashtag Leale. And I'll be calling the winner out today. And if you're just joining us, I've been using for the whole car, except for that one door panel that's giving me fits because I'm an idiot. I've been using Leale. And then now I switched over to GPS, the gold standard polish, with the waffle pad to see if I could get that to cut. And we'll test it here. Kelly's wild. Kelly's a wild one. He's a wild one. Let's see. So I am going to mow this down. So there's cactus here. This machine is as loud as two hippos beating. Look at that, guys. What? Yeah, gold standard slaps, bro. Wow. Ashy hands for the culture, chasing the dust for the culture. Look at that. Dang, bro. All right, Ivan, I see you. I see you, brother. Let's see if it can fix this hood though. And then we'll do this, and then we'll do the Q&As without polishing. So, you see that here? A bunch of scratches. Man, endgame is nuts, but it doesn't finish well on this car. Even if I use a softer pad, for some reason on this car, I get problems, Bobby. Bobby? I get some problems. Guys, spray on. Oops. There we go. I did that for the culture. Ivan gets so pissed when I do that. When Ivan comes to the shop and we do a video together, I'm gonna do that live just to piss him off. Somebody once told me that this is kind of boring. Thank you guys for staying alert. Yeah, night and day difference. Like, you see those scratches there? You guys see that? You see that right here? Look at that. What should we do there, chat? I'll tell you what I'm gonna do there. I'm gonna go grab my rotary and burn through it. Who's ready? Who's ready for some rotary action? I'm not. I'm kidding. I'm not. I feel like I'm end game. End game. Yeah. Got what I need. When you say you just the haze. That's what Endgame did. When you say you just the haze. I mean, I could get away with that. It's not that hazy. It did correct a lot of it. So I'm assuming the hood was repainted because it's not interacting like the black paint. You could tell the color difference. You see the shade and color difference from here to there? So I am going to actually, you see that's all gold standard polish, rip. Yep. I'm actually going to end game the waffle pad to see if I can get a better result in the hood. And let's go. I'm gonna try something so I can reduce hazing. I'm gonna do a 1.5 step where you cut and you come in with a softer pad and you put a little bit of emulsion or some type of polish on it and you finish that mug out. So that's what we're gonna do here. We'll do 1.5 step. A little bit to no end game on the pad. I'm gonna turn my speed down to speed 2. Finish that out. No pressure. Take that. Yeah, that's what I called it. Called that mug, dude. And you can see where we started. See that damage? Yeah. Look at that. See that? Yeah, so 1.5 step for the hood. It is using Endgame, the waffle pads, and then coming in, just because you can see from there to there, the difference. From there to there. So I'm gonna Endgame it. Yeah, dude, it's wild. Look at the difference. All right, cool. I'm gonna Endgame this mug right here. And then, I think the hood was resprayed. Not sure what's going on. I'm not sure what's going on. Guys, I don't know if this is gonna last last the hood. I don't know if it's gonna last us. Any questions while we're hanging out? What's up, everybody? What's up, everybody? I don't know, but you could tell it's noticeably different. It's like 3 different type of paint jobs, and the hood's not good. Yeah, this hood is terrible. I have my beliefs that some of the car was repainted and the hood has never been corrected, but it's like that nasty old paint that I don't know. It's terrible. The hood is trash. Something to say about that? The hood, dumpster fire. Again, no pressure, different pad, softer pad, and I'm just letting it continue to work to finish out. Oh, what a difference. And I'm just using wool pad, I'm just using foam pads. Now, this is it. The rest, I'll probably do off camera, but check this out. We went from here to here. Can you see the difference? This is the uncut, this is the cut. Uncut, cut. Huge difference. What do you guys think? I'm going to Korea. Or UK after SEMA, I think sometime in March. The front is PPF. All right, you spent almost 2 hours with me cutting this car, kneeling on the floor, messing up a panel. What does everybody think? We're going to UK. Yeah, that paint's bad. Like, I gotta get the middle part. I still gotta get the tailgate. I gotta get the roof, and then I'll record the next part for YouTube. That paint's pretty bad. Paint is bad. Guys, so remember, if you're just joining, #Leale. Now, if you don't know how to spell it, here's the word. It's just matching Leale. After that, in the comments, and I'm gonna give away like Hard Wash V2 and Nemesis. Probably give away Leale too. To anyone who wins, that gives everyone an opportunity to, to play, an opportunity to play. For the hood, we did use Endgame because the gold standard polish was not cutting enough for what I needed for the hood, and we did a 1.5 step. And then we are going to apply DIY 5-year T2. I'm gonna wear gloves, Mark. Hey, have you guys used this yet? What do you guys think about this? What do you think? What do you think about that? Anyone used it? I can't wait to use this. See how it works out. Is there anyone here? Yeah, I'm gonna use them. See what's up. I was gonna put like luminous on here, but I feel like I want to do a DIY review. Haven't used it yet, so I'm excited about it. I like how clean the box looks. But anyway, thank you all for staying with me. I appreciate everyone for hanging out. Hashtag Leale in chat. And I'm gonna let you guys go. Thanks for hanging out. Mark, team, Kelly, Josh, Ramon, Chris, everyone who's hung out. Appreciate you, Greg. You guys have a great day, and we'll see you next time. Jorge. Oh, what's my favorite compound for cutting? 850. And Pike R1. All right, I gotta roll. Bye.